Right, the next thing is I want to get the carbs. So I've got to get both of these chrome pods off. Looks like they're screws there holding them on. I don't know where. So anyway, I'll pop this, get an Allen key and see what we can get off. Right, so we'll pop this one off. That's that one off. I think it looks like this one also needs to come off. I'm in trouble getting the Allen key in now. Oh, there we go. I think that one came free, don't you think? Yep, that's definitely holding that side on. I'll take that one off. Oh, so we've got longer one to the front, little one to the back. I can't be 100% sure, but if I move this pod, it's moving this, so I'm wondering whether I have to undo that Phillips screw here and pull off this pipe to get this off. Well, interestingly, that was actually quite loose anyway, so I'm not quite sure. I have to get a screwdriver and carefully lever this down. I think it's been on there for some time. Right, it's off. Just like everything else on this bike, it looks to be full of zoo creatures. I don't know whether this opens or not. I'm not really sure. Oh look, it's got screws on the back, so it must do. Rubber pipe looks okay. Looks like there's an air filter inside. So we'll have a look at that in a minute. I'm just going to make a little space on here and I'm going to write right on here. I don't know what, there's something all here, look. Looks like it should be pipes or stuff on there, I don't know. We'll have a look, but anyway, I'll mark this. Right, so this side seems to have one here, which again is also loose. Long one at the front. Now, there seems to be one here. I can't see how this comes off. There's definitely one here, but you can't get in there to undo that. That's ridiculous. Does that go on there? Hang on. Surely you don't have to come all the way through from the other side, do you? Does look like an Allen key. Let me have a look, another look. So it appears that hidden under here. Now someone's changed it out for an Allen. I thought it was a nut. Oh, everything's in the way. There we go. God, straight. Doing my Russian gymnast contortionist thing again. Come on. Come. God, how long is this bolt? There it is. So the one with the washer on. And then, does this come off or not? No, still doesn't come off. Oh, hang on. Maybe it does. It's moving. Not up the top here. Ah, there we go. Oh, it's on lugs. That's why there's two lugs. There's two lugs up the top that hold it on. Okay, this is just empty. So you have a cover and nothing in here. So I don't know what's going on here. Let's take this off. Looks to me like something goes here. All we've got is an empty cover. Yeah. Okay, we'll have to look into that and see what we're missing. There's no cables or anything here, so evidently not anything then. Okay. Right, let's switch back round to the other side. Oh, there's why the throttle cable's broken. Look, it's broken inside at the top. I just pulled the thing out. Right, so this looks like the throttle cable by the looks of it, or is that the choke cable? I don't know. Anyway, round the other side we go. So I was saying about the two pipes that look like they went into something, and they're here. So it looks like those two fit inside that right hand cover, so they must be like air breather pipes. But there's a lot of cobwebs and crud here, more zoo creature, so I'm going to give this a good brush out first before I start removing it, because I don't want that falling in anywhere. There's a lot of vacuum lines on here, so the first one is coming out the front of the engine round here to the top of the boot here. Oh, these look very perished, these boots. So that's the first one I'm going to take off. And then this one, I think runs between the two carbs. I don't know. I don't know if we remove that or not. And then we've also got what looks like the throttle cable coming down here. Yeah, it is. So that is broken. So I should be able to just lever that out. So on this back of this carb, I've loosened the clamp there. I'm going to see if I can prise this boot off, but there isn't a lot of room to get it off, so I don't know. Oh, and I've still got to get this one off here. Actually, I haven't done that one, have I? Off this boot, but I don't know. No, that's going to stay on there. Actually, I should think the carbs pull out of there. Right, let's see if we can get this boot off. Right, I've got the boot off. The boot needs to go back with the smallest bit here going against the carburetor, and this big lump here going up on this pipe at the top. This goes on the right hand side. Yeah, these don't look in very good condition. I'll grab a torch and look at the state of these boots in here. Up here you can see they're all chewed to bits. So I think we'll get this out of the way, get that undone. See if we can prise this boot out. Probably have to replace that rubber in there. Right, same for the rubber boot at the front on the left hand side. The larger portion of the rubber screw bits go to the top, smaller bit to the bottom. So let's just pry that one off. The middle bolt you see in there, and at the top here, that's got that copper grease on it, and that's what's made this come undone. And that's the one I'm undoing at the moment, this one here. And the only way I've found to get in there is with this straight ring spanner, and you have to just do a bit at a time to get it out. So let me carry on doing that. Well, I've previously mentioned about a Friday afternoon Saki job down the pub, and the bolt that I've got the little speech bubble on now is what I'm trying to get out. What a pain! How the hell will you put that in there? That's definitely, let's go down the pub, plaster ourselves in Saki, get blind drunk, and then design a motorbike engine. So I'm over on the what side are we on now? We're on the right hand side. The bolt's here. Some bugger's rounded it off. I can't get anything on there to get any purchase to get that damn thing out. So I'm stuck. Yeah. Not too sure what to do now. I'm trying WD-40 in it, but I can get nothing on there to round it because it's rounded. And I need that to get the carb off. Oh, joy. Maybe I need some Saki, drown my sorrows in it. Well, there's my quarry. There. And it will not come out. I've just started chipping away on the edge of the bolt now. So it's time to stop. I'm going in for the evening now. I'm going to have a think about how I can get this out, because without that coming out, I ain't getting the carbs off. Look at that exposed thread. It's free! Yes! Get in! Right, I'm going to see now if I can get the carbs out. What I did, I went to the shop earlier, trying to buy a cheap 10mm spanner. Couldn't get one, no one had one. So I brought this little bike tool and I spent ages making it. Load of rubbish. What I did is I put my cold chisel on the side and hit the bolt and it's freed it. Managed to get it undone. Brilliant. Right, we'll see if we can pop these carbs out. Now I'm not overly sure what side they come out, or if they come out this side, but they're loose. Now comes the next bit of fun. As to why these are not coming out. Do I need to get this out of the way? No, because that's up in above there. Oh, now the next thing, the carbs won't come out. Oh, they need to come out that side or this side? Well, it won't be going anywhere with the throttle cable still attached. Let me get that bracket off and get that off. Ah, I've still got pipes connected. Crap. Right, let's take this off. Oh, Jesus. That is one of the ignition leads. There. I'll have to leave that one there. Right. And then it's out, apart from this connection up the top here. We've got to undo this fuel hose here. Right, hold on. Come on. You're almost there. Oh, could it be? Could it be? Yes! We have got the carbs off. Zoo creatures and all. Oh, right, and now I need to seal over both of these going into the cylinders, because we don't want zoo creatures. Well, they probably are in there, knowing them. Can we see inside? Yeah, sort of. Right, let me get these sealed off quick. Now, whenever you expose something like that, that's going straight into the engine. Now, there's crud and everything floating around here, so I'm going to stuff a load of rag in there. Make sure we can't get any bits in that one and the other one. You're going to love this. In the pound shop in the UK, they have little travel bottles that you can buy. And I've cut these down. Look at that. Perfect fit. That's going to stop all the dirt getting inside these carburetors. Oh, the one on the back seems a bit smaller. It's not going in. Oh no. What was that? Alright, I might have to make a little slit. Hang on. See if that's enough to do it. No, it isn't. Alright, hang on. So the one at the back seems slightly smaller for some reason, so I've notched out a little V, which I'm going to put at the bottom, and then see if we can get this to go in here. Push it in. So that one's perfect straight in. That one's slightly modified, but we will not be getting any dirt in there now, so that's good. Right, carbs are down on the floor, so I can now start with giving these a brush off outside, and then we'll start the ultrasonic cleaner up and start stripping them down. Well, these work on both sides, the throttle sides. They're quite smooth, but the actual things here look like they're sea solid. Can't even move them. So yeah, I'm going to have to strip them down, but I'll give them a basic clean as best I can, and then zoo creature fur. Right, see if we can get some zoo floss out the centre of here. God, that is pretty tough zoo creature floss. Here it comes. It's got most of it by the looks of it. I'm a bit worried about the mechanism on here being seized because they're both like it. Both flaps are not working. We'll have to get some WD or something on those and get them unseized. But right, so the first thing we're going to do is take out all the screws at the top and pop out the 2 plungers. So let me just loosen all those off using my JIS screwdrivers. Get this plate off, little brackets, and I'll be back once we're ready to pull the plungers out. See if we can get this to open. Obviously not been opened in some time. Whoa, 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 come back. Boing. It's like a jack in the box. Now, I don't know how this pulls out. Does it just pull out? Looks like it does. Yep. Just carefully round the edge here. That's one. That side. Let's release the jack in the box on this side. There it goes, jack in the box. I'll have to carefully inspect these because I don't know whether the rubber's broken, but looking at it, the sliders seem in good condition. Doesn't look like they're broken. Right. Okay. So that's taken those bits out. Looking very black in there, but it all wants a good clean out anyway. Right, let's take the fuel bowls off next. So to pop the fuel bowls off, it's just the 4 screws. So let me get all those broken loose and then we'll see about getting this out. I've popped all the screws off, but then I've noticed there's this bracket which is also seems to be bolted into the fuel bowl. So I'm going to try and pop this off at the same time as well. Oh, Jesus, that's tough. Oh, I can't even move them. Oh, God almighty. I'm going to have to, I think I'll have to get the impact driver on that. So 2 have loosened and 2 just won't come undone. So I'll have to probably get some heat on those and get the mole grips on them. The other 2 are loose anyway, but the fuel bowls are off. Ugh. Certain amount of dried fuel in there, and also a certain amount of dried fuel in there. There's the floats. Let's push that out. Oh, even the float pin's seized in. Oh, that's not, it is moving. Right, I'm going to have to go and get a little pin or something to push that out with. I've got a little Allen key. See if we can push him out with that, but it doesn't want to go that way. Or that way. How strange. Ah, that's got it. There we are. And the pin. The jet. It doesn't actually look too bad, to be honest. Let's put that side. Right, let's do the same with the other one. What side was this? I've lost track now. Oh, that's the front. Got it round the wrong way. So these are all front. to go this side. That's the rear, goes that side. So I'll flip that round quickly. Right. That is still front, that side. Okay, see if this will come out this way. Oh yeah, that one came out as it should, a lot easier. I would say these haven't been replaced that long ago, to be honest. But yeah, it's very, very dirty in there. That's not good. That's better. Right, let's take this jet out. I want to see if I can see what the number is on it. I can't. So leave that in there. Go and get the magnifying glass in a minute. Let's see if we can read off what jets we've got in here. Is that one not going in? Oh. Oh. Part of the jet's just broken off. Oh, Jesus Christ. There it is. I think. It really looked like part of the main jet just broke off. But, I was seriously worried this carburettor was C-solid, but what I've managed to do, I don't know how easy this is going to be able for you to see, but is I actually freed up both butterflies and they are working perfectly. There's a lovely movement on that carburettor now, so that is really good. So right, let's get this finished, getting this stripped down. I'll get the thing in the ultrasonic bath. Well, the carburettors are actually too big to go in the ultrasonic cleaner. I didn't realise it was this small actually, so I'm going to have to just put the float bowls and all the jets and things in there, clean them, and then the rest of this we're going to have to do manually, which is a bit of a pain, but that's how it is. I suppose I could jet wash it. Yeah, we'll see. Right, we're up and running. We'll give that a go and see how that comes out. So I've got quite a little production factory going. I've got the rear float bowl and all the bits in there going. This one I've done and cleaned up, and then I've now got this carburettor that wouldn't fit into my degreaser. It's now going to go into this bucket with that over the side, and then we're going to fill it up, completely immerse it in a really good dose of the cleaner, and then I can do this with it. Give it a little shake every now and again to get it right. We'll completely immerse it. There's even bubbles coming out through the top now. And then we'll give this a good soak for a couple of days, then give it a good clean with a little brush. We'll see how we go from there. So bye bye carburettor, underwater you go. Right, let's give this a bit of an agitate. It's already come up a lot cleaner, look at it. Oh, nice. Right, let's leave that in there soaking for a bit.